Howdy, AP PreCal. It's Miss Kosh, and we are back. I was correct eventually on that last problem on this answer choice of C. So go watch my other video. But when I looked at the answer key, I saw that he had graphed it in a rectangular set. He graphed it rectangularly. So he graphed y is equal to 3 sine of 2x. And so this does something like this. Here's by pi, here's by 2 pi. And so we found we had similar r values or similar, well, y values in the rectangular world, but r values here. This is 3 pi over 4 and this is 7 pi over 4. And so when you subtract, they both had a value of -3. When you subtract those, you get 0. -3 minus -3 gives you 0. So that would have been a way faster way to do that problem. But we are all learning together. So anyway. There you go. Okay, so now we want to look at this one. They're asking what we know about the, which of the intervals is the average rate of change the least? Okay, so what's happening here, we have from A to B, hang on. From A to B, the average rate of change is 0. So it looks like we have whatever this value on this radius is, it's the same distance away on B. So when I subtract those, that radius minus radius, I get 0. Then from B to C, notice my radius is growing. So it's getting the R value is increasing, and so the average rate of change will be positive because that R value is increasing. So from C to D, they have the same R value. Notice they're roughly at the same spot on this curve. So that average rate of change is 0. So then from D to A, the radius size was decreasing, and so that's why that is the answer to that. D is the answer from D to A. The distance of the radius size is changing, is getting smaller, which means that the average rate of change will be the least. Okay, I'm still shaky on that one, so good luck. We'll have to dig through that one a little bit more. Okay, last topic from Mr. Passwater, thank you's notes. We're talking about, we can use the average rate of change to figure out other values. And so when I look at this, okay, so basically the calculus teacher was telling me today that this leads us to being able to come up with a linear approximation of stuff. So I didn't quite use this formula. Do I agree with this formula? F of theta is equal to f of 1 plus, the average, Okay, so basically we've taken our slope formula and rewritten it in the polar world. I find that to be a little bit confusing, not gonna lie. But when I worked on, let me see if I work this my way, let's see how we do. Okay, so the table gives us, use the average rate of change over the interval to approximate something that is, that's here at 5 pi over 6. So we know that the average rate of change is going to be equal to f of 7 pi over 6 minus f of pi over 6 divided by 7 pi over 6 minus pi over 6. Okay, this is, the value here was -1, the value here was minus 2, positive 2, over 7 minus 1 is 6, so 6 pi over 6 is equal to just pi. So this is -3 over pi. There's the average rate of change. So now what we want to do is we want to say, okay, what's the average rate? The way I think through these, I'll go look at his answer key in a second and see, is I would say that from, we can say that the average rate of change is the f of 5 pi over 6 minus f of pi over 6 would be equal to, divided by 5 pi over 6 minus pi over 6. So the average rate of change that we learned from here, I'm going to plug in here. So this is -3 over pi is equal to 5 pi over 6. We don't know that. So this is f of 5 pi over 6. We do know f of pi over 6, which is 2. 5 minus 1 is 4, so 4 pi over 6 is 2 pi over 3. If I multiply both sides right now by 2 pi over 3, I'll lose this denominator, multiply this by 2 pi over 3. The 3's cancel, the pi's cancel, and I'm at -2 is equal to f of 5 pi over 6 minus 2. I can add 2 to both sides, and I get that f of 5 pi over 6 is equal to 0. Let me see if that's what he got before I scroll away. Ah, ha, ha, it is. Did he do it my way? No. But we got the same answer. So I think I did good math to a good answer. And yeah, we're going to call that a day. So good luck. Go practice, subscribe, keep watching. Let me know how I can help you. Steady, steady, steady.